Hello everyone, this is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. My crafting idea for today is to make a Halloween wall art. I hope that you will join me today for some spooky ideas. The supplies that you will need are these two harvest signs. You will need two of these. I have a couple of metal words here. I have spooky and haunted. I also have this little tabletop decor. It's a little owl, and it does come on a stand like this. You will also need a background. I am going to use this 12 by 12 scrap paper. I also have a window cling, and it looks like that. You will also need a witch. I have 4 of these purple floral picks. I have some purple berries in 2 sizes, the large size and the small size. These are the purple ones, and I have the black in the small size, and you'll need 1 bunch each. The tools that you will need for this project are a hacksaw, a wire cutter, a needle nose plier, a craft knife, your trusty hot glue gun with extra glue sticks. You will need an adhesive. I am using this multi-purpose cement. The basic tools that you will need will be your pencil, your scissors, and your ruler. We have some prep work to do. What I want to do is separate the frame. So I'm going to take my craft knife and just pry the top layer off. Just be gentle because it is a particle board, and then just gently pry it apart. And do that to both pieces of your wall art. I have managed to separate the top layer from both wall arts. Now, this one came off just fine. This one I had a bit of an issue. I broke it right there and right there, but it seems to be holding together, so I might just tuck some glue in there. Now, this one I'm going to leave as is, but on this second piece I want to trim it down, and because it came apart so easily, I want to go ahead and measure out the words on this frame here. I want to even out the, you know what I mean? Like I just want the frame part. This way I can cut the word out. Just mark it there and right here. I am going to use my craft knife and go ahead and just cut the word out right here. All I want is the frame, but I'm going to go ahead and just break some of this word out. I was hoping to save it, but it doesn't look like it's going to work that way. Now that I have taken the top layer off, I want to take the back side off also. I'm going to go ahead and just remove the paper on the back side too. It is coming loose, so it doesn't do me any good to leave it on there. I have managed to remove most of the paper. Now I'm just going to glue the two pieces together like this and then add in my background. And I'm going to go ahead and add Mod Podge to the supply list. I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of Mod Podge on here and then put my scrap paper on top. I have my background ready now. I only put Mod Podge on the bottom of my paper. I left the surface as it is. I now want to add my window cling. I want to put the haunted house on here. And I got this window cling from Walmart. It's only 98 cents. And let me see how I'm going to do this. I want to add my witch also. Here is my witch. Let's see, I think I'll put the witch on first. There's the moon in the background and the witch. And then my haunted house right on top. Like this. That'll look good. I need something to help the window cling stick to my paper. I am going to add glossy accents to the supply list. I'm going to use this to adhere my window cling to my paper. This way I know that my paper will hang on to this window cling. I am going to put it on the back of my witch, the back of my broom, and just around the edge. This glossy accent does dry clear, so which works in my favor. And then let me just spread this out. I need something to smooth this out. I want to make sure I got my bubbles. At least reduce the amount of bubbles I'm going to be creating. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the haunted house. I am putting a little bit on the back side of the house. Okay, and then we flip this back over, and it's going to go about right there. I think that I want to make sure we can see the witch. And about right there is good. And then let me smooth this out again. Okay, I need some accent up there. Just a little bit, just to keep my window cling up. That's good. Maybe a little bit here. And I'm just going to trim this down here. All the excess is coming off. And let me flip this over so I can see what I'm cutting. just trim all the way across. There we go. There we go. That looks good. The next step in my project is to add my fairy lights. I have my fairy lights here, and I want to run the lights along the edge like this. The thickness of my frame is 1/4 of an inch. So when I run my light, I need to make sure it runs on the inside. I'm going to start on this bottom corner here and just tack my wire down with some hot glue. I am going to move this aside for a minute because I want to work on the witch. I need to disassemble my witch. And let me see how I will do this. I mean, how hard can it be, right? Usually they have a screw on the bottom that holds everything in place, but this one doesn't, so it looks to be glued in. I have managed to take off this mechanical part of the witch. I will not show you the results. You don't want to see. I managed to save the cauldron. Oh my goodness, when you want something to fall apart, it doesn't work that way, does it? Now, if you're trying to hold it together for dear life, it just falls to pieces. Anyhow, I managed to save the cauldron. I can use that somewhere. It'll be great. So, let's see. I want to see if it works. Where's the tool? Yep, that still works. Now, I need to... Where is the light? I think the light is coming from here. Let me try again, I'm sorry. I wonder if I fry it, it will stop. Let's see. Let's find out. Well, the hot glue didn't work, did it? We can try chalk paint. Chalk paint works about on everything, doesn't it? I have some ink chalk paint here. Let me, maybe if I glob some of that on there. Let's see. Oh, that'll work. I just need more paint. I need a huge glob. Well, thank goodness for chalk paint. Okay, I've got the entire light covered now. Okay, now I want to go ahead and add the frame to my art. I want to put, let's see, it's just going to go back like that. So I need to, let me glue the frames together first. I am ready to put the frame back on the board. This board here, it comes with brads, see there? And I'm going to use that to help anchor it back on the board. But before I do that, I'm going to put some of my cement on the frame first, and then I'm going to go ahead and reattach. I had to attach my frame to the board. I used some small pins to help secure the back of my board to the frame. it didn't want to stay together, so it needed a little help. I am now ready to reattach the words. So I have this one here, home. I think I will put the home back on the bottom one. And then put this frame back right here. Like that. And I just need to glue these down. Now to add the words back on. I want to put spooky there, haunted there. It looks good like it is, but I think I want to paint home. So I'm going to paint this silver. I'm ready for my floral now. I just pulled the flower off the stems. I don't know if I want to use the glitter. Let's take a look. This is what I came up with. My spooky haunted home. Here's my floral arrangement in the bottom right corner. And then I have another one right here. And at the top I have my little owl. Isn't he adorable? Look at that. So cute. Well, of course you can paint your owl however you like. And then there's my witch and the haunted house. Cute. And here is my sensor. Can you tell? Let me turn it on. Before I do that, let me show you. I have my sensor right there, but I have it secured on the side with the flower. And I have my battery pack here for my light. So let me just turn on my light. Look at that. So cute. And then let me turn on the witch. That's funny, isn't it? And of course, see? So if you put it in a hallway or on your porch and somebody walks by, see there? Just make sure when you put your petals on that your petals do not cover the sensor right there, and you'll be just fine. I like it. I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy with this. Thank you for stopping by. This is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas, and I will see you next time.